Hey folks, Harley Day Rider back at you once again. Your good old friend HDR out here once again on the lovely, yes you got it, the 2018 Road Glide Ultra. I am on my way to work today and I felt that it was time to do a motovlog. What is it about work? I don't know. Well, I always look forward to, going to work. Okay. Most of the time, and I also look forward to going home from work. But what is it? What happens? During the day, you're gonna come out and jump on the bike and have a nice ride home. Well, today I was talking to Mrs. HDR. She is actually going to a Pirates game tonight with her one of our daughters. And she said she won't be home, by the time I get home. So I said, well, I'm going to take the bike. And then I figure if I take the bike after work, I'll go for a little cruise somewhere and just, find some dinner or something after work. But I don't even know where I'll end up because the Pirate game doesn't start until 7:50. I think 7:50, 7:30, 7:50, something like that. But so she's going to be gone most of the evening. So I got time to ride. So HDR will be out riding somewhere, that's for sure. I want to tell you an interesting story, and I told this to Mrs. HDR yesterday. Saturday, a lot of you know, I went to the Harley dealer to do the to volunteer with the for the hog chapter. And funny thing is, I came back and I went to get her medicine at the drugstore. So I pulled the bike in the parking lot, like we normally do. And when I came outside, there was this older lady. She had to be every bit of 70-some years old. 70, maybe 75. And I was standing by the bike, getting my gloves out, getting ready to get back on here to get moving. And she was funny. She goes, "Oh, Sonny, you got to be so proud, Sonny." And I said, "Excuse me, ma'am? Proud of what?" She points to the bike and she said, "That fine machine." She said, "That is a fine machine, son. You got to be very proud of that machine." And I was able to have a motorcycle, whatever brand motorcycle you ride. And she, they always go into, "Oh, I remember back in the day, Sonny. Myself and my, Robert, we were so happy. We were on a motorcycle and we were cruising every Saturday night," she said. And I said, "Oh man," I said, "that's great." I said, "You guys still ride?" She goes, "No. Robert has since passed on." She said, "But he would tell you, be proud of that machine, Sonny." And that just made me feel so good. I think we like getting compliments on our bikes, right? I never get a compliment on my car. It's a Honda Accord. Nobody ever goes, "That's a fine looking Accord, son." I never really get that. One time I was actually at one of our local grocery stores, and different older lady, this was some time ago, she gets out of her car and she goes, "Oh man," she said, "that is one nice looking motorcycle." She said, "I hope you're one of the smart people and you ride safe out there on that motorcycle." I said, "Yes, ma'am." I said, "I try to ride safe on my motorcycle." She goes, "Good." She said, "You know what? You better always keep a helmet on that skull of yours." And I said, "Excuse me, ma'am?" She goes, "I see these people out there riding their motorcycles. And they're riding their motorcycles all the time." She said, "They're riding their motorcycles all the time." And she said, "I see them with their baseball caps on or those little rag things on their head." I said, "That's called a do-rag, ma'am." She goes, "Yeah." She said, "I don't think that'll protect your noggin." I said, "No, ma'am, it won't." So, I took my helmet out of the tour pack and I showed it to her, and she said, "That's a good thing, Sonny." I put it on and she told me, "Have a good day," and I told her to do the same. So, but you know what? So many, and I know when I worked on the ambulance service for years, we had a lot of crew members that wouldn't talk to the older folks. And to me, that older person is the history of the United States. I mean, it's the history of your local communities. You know, they have seen more and has been experienced more than any of us. So, I mean, you know, take the time and say hello to an older person. And if you are a bit older watching these videos, I know pretty much my demographics that watch the videos. And, I mean, I appreciate you watching. But let me say to those folks, to any of the seniors watching these videos, you know, we always say thank you to anybody that served in the service or the military or the police or fire departments, right? But I don't think we ever say thank you enough to the senior citizens of this country. You know, it was on your backs and your knowledge and your brains that built this country. And you've given us a lot of the stuff that we have today that we probably take for granted. So I just want to say to all the seniors out there, thank you so much for everything you've done in this lifetime. I really do appreciate you, and you know, and I love to hear stories of the old days. I mean, and I have them now too, because I talk to younger people and I say, well, we used to have one phone in the house and hung on the wall with like a 25-foot cord, and they're like, excuse me, you had a cell phone hanging on the wall with a cord? And I said, there was no cell phones when we were growing up. But people don't get it. You know, they don't want to hear it. They want to live in today. They want to live in the here and now. And sometimes I like living in the past. I think it was a simpler time, slower time, maybe. But I think all the newfangled technology has made us lose contact with all the things that are important in life. So we were out with, and you may have seen the video already. You may have not seen the video yet. We was out with the Bodines yesterday after our chapter ride. And we weren't lost, but we were definitely going the wrong way from home. We were about 65 miles in the wrong direction. But I told Bodine, I said, you know what? To me, being able to be out and be out riding on a bike or trike or whatever recreational vehicle, hell, if you have a boat, to be out in a boat, you know, I think that's just, to me, that's the American dream. You know, you go to work every day and you have something to relax on the weekends, and go out and ride the bike, man. Get lost. I talked to a guy yesterday for a little while at a gas station at one of our stops, and he came over, he was looking at my bike, he wanted to see the new Road Glide Ultras. And, you know, I said on the 19s they changed the, you know, the boom box a little bit around. They gave it a little different boom box. But he was saying he has a Road King, and he said, you know, he just doesn't have time to ride it. You know, folks, I've lived my whole entire life working, and I've worked very hard for people. And I've learned one thing: you gotta take time and make time for yourself. You have to. Being whatever. If you carve out, you know, in the winter times, I'll carve out even a couple hours a day. You know, especially on the weekends, just to sit and read a book. So. Carve out time for yourself. You know, that's so important. Working is important to pay the bills and keep the family happy and pay for all your stuff, but carving out time for yourself is so important. So as you see, I probably got totally off topic, or maybe I didn't. We started out with the very sweet lady telling me about my fine machine. So, and we ended up telling you to take your fine machines out and get yourself some R&R. It is really bright out here this morning. Let me see if I can get the sun shield down. Oh yeah, there you go. There you are. Now I can see. One thing nice about this helmet, it's got this built-in sun shield. You can't see it, but there's a switch on the side. And Mrs. HDR loves hers because she don't have to wear sunglasses anymore. You just flip that little shield down and away you go. You look like a fighter pilot. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. And I'm sure I'll probably do a video today after work, or wherever I decide to end up going. I'm not sure yet. But I'm going to keep motivating down here and get to work, get the office opened up, and get ready for the day. Remember, ride your own ride to be safe out there. I will talk to you next time. Harley Day Rider will be down and out once again in the lovely southwestern Pennsylvania. Bye-bye for now.